What is widely discussed on YouTube is about how we should act and what habits we should have to become better and lead a virtuous life, and how to use Stoicism. For this, however, little is said about the habits we already have that are completely harmful to our lives. The following was expressed by Epicurus: the two vices are much darker and more You's than the others. Lack of determination and self-control persist. Epictetus was aware that resistance and perseverance were essential elements for an ethical life. To persist means not to stop striving and acting in accordance with the law even if we do not like it. This involves creating new ways to improve ourselves. It is difficult to have good habits, so we must be persistent. It is also important to resist. To resist means to avoid the habits and temptations that destroy us. To avoid everything that does not help us, we must control our mind. What customs and habits of our daily life should we avoid? Now is the right time to start eliminating everything that makes you feel bad, avoiding negative emotions that distract you, or putting an end to everything that prevents you from reaching your goals. I will discuss in this video 9 habits that we all must avoid if we want to live a full and happy life. But before I continue, I would like to thank you if you could give the video a like, as it will help me bring this philosophy to more people. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any content, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Now let's go to the video 1. Stop wasting your precious time. Seneca said the following: although we complain that our days are few, we act as if they are infinite. He reflected a lot on life and came to the conclusion that many people only exist, they don't live as they should. When we feel lazy, we postpone the things we should do and waste time on things that are not worth it. We don't realize that time is our most valuable asset, and sometimes we end up losing this precious asset on useless things. Nothing guarantees that we will survive tomorrow or have the ability to do what we want. The words of Marcus Aurelius can be used to express you can stop living at this very moment. Don't let your actions, opinions, and thoughts be influenced by this. Let this reflection on time prevent you from wasting it and help you appreciate it as it should be. In other words, learn to value it more, as time belongs only to the present, and the future and the past has already passed. Don't waste your time on something unnecessary. Take the opportunity. Live, love the people around you, and be happy. The first thing we must do to have a happy life is to start valuing the time we have as a treasure. 2. You must avoid becoming emotionally attached to things. The Stoics believe that we should learn to let go of things that do not bring us anything, not only physically but also emotionally. Otherwise it will not be of any use. Don't torture yourself for making a mistake in life. Learn to avoid this kind of repetition in your life. Guilt and regret are not good things and do not help us at all. This does not mean that experiencing these emotions is unacceptable. These emotions help us understand when we have acted incorrectly. However, we should not allow these emotions to torment us. Once we know we acted wrongly and learn from the situation to avoid making the same mistakes. We all make mistakes, even I do. So always look for a way to improve from mistakes and do not suffer too much from them. 3. Avoid procrastinating in his meditations. Marcus Aurelius said you could do something useful today, but you choose to do it tomorrow. In other words, Seneca said that all fools have one thing in common: they are always ready to say I will never do it instead of I will do it tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, we do nothing. Today is today, so do it right now. We often put things off even when we Have something to do, do it immediately. Even if you feel lazy, what sense does it make to postpone something you need to do? There are many reasons why doing what you must do now is always better. As I mentioned earlier, we have little time. Plus, when you fulfill your obligations, it is better to rest. When you postpone something because you are lazy, you feel guilty, and you know you should be doing something instead of resting. You end up something that should be the last thing you do, wasting your time in the end. You know you don't deserve the rest, so you don't enjoy it as much. The worst part is that you will eventually have to fulfill that obligation, and it may even accumulate and push that rest even further. So postponing doesn't benefit you at all. The satisfaction of a job well done is one of the best feelings in the world. Plus, doing it right means doing it at the right time, not later. So do it now. Forget seeking advantages or recognition in everything you do. Don't seek recognition or approval from others. If you do something well, help someone, or succeed in something, you will only have problems if you believe that others should thank you for what you do for them or congratulate you on your achievements. Life should not be like that. You have no control over others' opinions or whether what you do is appreciated or rejected. Only you have control over what you do, say, and think. Let the action itself be the goal, not the recognition of others. If you do something, do it because it makes you happy or because you believe it is the best you can do after a job well done. Recognition and praise from others usually follow. It's not a problem if no one recognizes your work and effort, because sooner or later it will happen. Even from people close to you. That was not your intention, it was your duty to do it. It doesn't matter what others think of you. Thinking this way will make you feel good about yourself. Focus on doing your best. 5. Don't look the other way. Justice is one of the most important virtues of Stoicism. Stoic thinkers and philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Cicero extensively addressed this virtue in their works. Being just means treating others fairly. It means doing what needs to be done. Marcus Aurelius says in his Meditations that we can also commit injustices when we do nothing to correct them. Letting things go, not doing anything, makes us complicit. Being just involves avoiding the injustices around us, even if those injustices are not caused by ourselves. Believing that we should all live in harmony with others. Stoics avoid unnecessary conflicts. However, a Stoic cannot ignore certain circumstances in situations like that. Unnecessary conflict is necessary, such as when an injustice is committed against us or others. A Stoic must use the 4 Stoic virtues to defend themselves: justice, wisdom, temperance, and courage. However, we cannot control the injustices committed by others, but we can control our actions to prevent them if they are under our control. This grants us the responsibility to act in the best way possible. Avoiding this responsibility makes us complicit in injustice even if we didn't cause it. 6. Don't worry about change. In one of his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius said everything in life needs to change, both the good and the bad. Trying to keep everything the same or focusing on something you can't control prevents you from discovering the many opportunity. 9. Avoid constant comparisons. We should avoid constantly comparing ourselves to other people, because this is an unhealthy habit in your life. Each person has their own path and purpose in life. As Epicurus said, we should stop trying to be something beyond the best version of ourselves. We should focus on our own progress and growth. Remember that the true essence of good can only be found in the things that are under your control, nothing else. It is not under your control if someone is better than you in some area or in some job. The only thing under your control is the will to improve the will to be better every day. 10. Don't let anxiety control you. The following reflections were written by Marcus Aurelius. Is there any way to reduce anxiety? Yes, there is. Stop being so eager about everything. I dismissed it, and rightly so, because it is inside me, in my own perceptions, not outside. Anxiety is not caused by external events, it is caused by your thoughts about future problems. Anxiety is not good for you, and in today's world, anxiety is like an evil that plagues many people. Maybe the internet is to blame for this, or perhaps it's simply our minds creating scenarios that have not yet happened and may never happen. This will not help at all in solving the problem. It is just a thought that disturbs you and worries you. Thinking about possible future outcomes. Consider that due to the uncertainty you have about the future, you have probably been in more unfavorable situations in the past. Only you are prepared to deal with anything bad that might happen in the future, and to do that you should get rid of certain vices from your mind. Distinguish between things you cannot control and things you can control, and consider the worst possible outcome, because that's where the secret lies. You and your mind will already be prepared for what might happen, and if it doesn't happen, even better. Often you will see that things are not as bad as you thought. Do you have any habits in your life that you want to give up? Let us know in the comments, as your participation is very important. I hope this video helps you in some way, because I know how annoying it is to have these habits that do not benefit us at all. The path to a peaceful, happy and purposeful life involves abandoning these habits and adopting new ones, and that will be the focus we seek through our channel here on YouTube. So subscribe to our channel, give it a like, and don't forget to comment. We have prepared this video especially for you to watch about Stoic philosophy. I sincerely hope that this message has been useful to you. I want to congratulate you greatly for having come this far and for having finished the video. That means that you want to improve as a person. If you like the video, leave your comment. You don't know what to comment? Comment I dare, so I know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.